hear all? Every morning we wake up remembering good sayings like honesty is the best policy, a friend in need is a friend indeed, love your neighbor as you love yourself, and so on. But we hear news opposite to them every day. Some people make New Year resolutions on the 1st of January only to break them on the 2nd of January. That is, everybody knows everything but not ready to do things rightly at right time. It is sure love, peace and freedom make our life on earth heavenly. And what are the forces that ruin our happiness on this earthly life? For the answer, let's listen to a poem titled Blowin In The Wind by the American poet Bob Dylan. In the poem, he registers his protest, asking some rhetorical questions against war and expects freedom and peace reign in the society. The poet asks, how many roads must a man walk to be called a man? That is, how much bitter sweet experiences a man has to have to become a man of experience? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Here, sleep in the sand means enjoy peace. Here, sea stands for difficult times like a war. That means peace comes only when man ends wars. Sadly enough, man stops wars only after killing many people with cannons in the battlefield. The poet says, man's desire and ego are unlimited and strong as a mountain to conquer and amass wealth. But one day that mountain-strong ego and lust of man will disappear as mountains come to the sea slowly or after a landslide. Now the poet asks the white, how long can you keep the Africans as slaves and pretend as you do not see their miseries and hear their cries? The answer is in the wind, means the answer is nearby. One day the suppressed and enslaved people will come up as our leader. See, for example, Barack Obama, the Afro-African, became the President of America, the home of the white. Here, discrimination disappears slowly as the mountain slowly disappears as its soil slowly erodes and comes to the sea. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Here, look up means strongly wish to get something. And see the sky means get freedom. In short, for freedom and liberty, the slaves had to fight long wars and had to remain hopefully just like a hornbill waits for rain. As Ashoka the Great said no to wars after the Kalinga War, the governments should learn a lesson from the loss of life in the battlefield and stop wars forever is the final request of the poet. Experience life and be a man. Say no to war, let peace prevail. Say no to discrimination, love your neighbor. Have a nice time.
Blowin in the wind. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must a cannonball fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years can some people exist before they are allowed to be free? Yes. And how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Robert Allen Zimmerman, popularly known as Bob Dylan, born on the 21st of May 1941 in America, is a popular folk singer. He was known as the Shakespeare of his generation. He was awarded Nobel Prize for Literature in 2016. His poem Blowing in the Wind has recently been accepted and approved as the national anthem of the United States of America.